Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Mathematic by Varuna. Now we will move on to Roman numeral structural rules. We already know that what are Roman numerals. We also know that the Roman numeral system is an additive system. Now we will learn the reading and writing rules of Roman numbers. So let us begin. The first rule is the additive rule, which is the addition. Now here it says when a smaller symbol is followed by a larger one, then the values are added. Now what it means, if I have V and I. Now here I is a smaller symbol, which means the value of I is lesser than we know of V. Then their values will be added. Now V stands for 5. I stands for 1, so they will be added and the value of this particular Roman numeral will become 6. For example, I have X and I. I is smaller symbol than X. X stands for 10, I stands for 1, so they are added and the answer becomes 11. This is the rule of addition. Let us move on to the next rule, which says that the symbols I, C, X, and M can be repeated up to 3 times consecutively to add their values. So this is the rule of repetition. I, C, X, and M can be repeated 3 times, and if they are repeating 3 times maximum, then we add their values. For example, if I say V, I, and I. Over here, B stands for 5, I is 1, 1, and 1. Smaller symbols are followed by the bigger one. So we add them and the value of this particular Roman numeral becomes 8. If we have X and X, here X is repeating 2 times. Maximum they can repeat 3 times. So here again we add these values and we get 20. Let us take one more example. Say if I have X, I, and I. X stands for 10. I is repeating 2 times. So 1 plus 1 and the answer becomes 12. So the symbols I, C, X, and M, they can repeat 3 times, maximum 3 times, and we also add their values. Now let us move on to the next rule. The next rule is of subtraction. Now here it says if the smaller symbol precedes the larger one, which means if the smaller symbol comes before the larger one, then the values are subtracted. For example, if I have say I and V. Now I is a smaller symbol than V. I has value 1, V has value 5. Here, since I is smaller than B, so the values will be subtracted. We will first write down V's value, which is 5, and 5 minus 1 is 4. So the symbol IV stands for 4. Again, let us take another example. Say I and X. I stands for 1, X stands for 10. 1 is smaller than 10, so we subtract the values 10 minus 1 and we get 9 as the answer. So IX stands for 9. This is the subtractive rule. The next rule is the non-repeating symbol. So V, which has value 5, L, which has value 50, and D, which has value 500, they are never repeated. So 5, 50, and 500 can never be repeated. So the values, we can never write down V and V as 5 for 10, which is 5 plus 5 is 10. Sorry, 5 plus 5 is 10. But 10 is written as X. It is not written like this. So B, L, and D are never repeated. This is the rule number 4. Now, the fifth rule is a combination of addition and subtraction. Now, there will be, whenever we actually write on larger Roman numerals or we convert larger numbers to Roman numerals, over there a combination of addition and subtraction is used. For example, if I am giving that we need to convert 2026, this year 2026 to a Roman numeral, what do we do? First of all, we have over here 2000 plus 20 plus 6. So let us start converting 2000. We know 1000 is m. So m plus m. Okay. We have two m's. Then we have for 20. Let us not write on plus in between. Let us write on 1000 plus 1000. For 20, what do? We add 10 plus 10. Okay. And for 6, we write down 5 plus 1. So now let us convert it into Roman numerals. So we have M stands for 1000. We have 2 M. So repetition is done over here. Again 10 2x, right? 5 and 1. So 5 stands for 1. I stands for, 1 stands for I. Over here the addition rule is applied. So B and I. We write over here. Now let us convert a Roman numeral to the number. Suppose I give a number, say M, X, X, IV. Now what happens over here? M stands for 1000. Again, see, we are using addition and subtraction together. So again, M we have repetition, we add. Then 10, X and X, X and X are again repetition. 10 plus 10, repetition is always additive. Now here a smaller symbol is preceded by a bigger one. So subtraction rule is applied. We will first write down the value of B, which is 5, and 5 minus 1 is X. I is minus 1, I is 1, so they are subtracted. 5 minus 1. So over here we have 1000 plus 1000, 2000. 10 plus 10 is 20 and 5 plus 1 is 4. So the number becomes 2024. Now, I hope the rules of writing and reading the Roman numerals are clear. We have 5 different rules. First is that the rule of addition. Then we have rule of subtraction. We have rule of symbols, that the symbols, which symbols are repeated and which symbols are not repeated. And lastly, we have rules of writing a number where addition and subtraction as a combination are used. I hope this particular concept is clear through this video. In the next video, we will identify Roman numerals. We will also write down Roman numerals. We will see the number and write down Roman numerals and vice versa. So let us meet in the next video now. Thank you.